OpenAI just slashed the price of its GPT-5.6 models by up to 80%, only 3 weeks after launch. Today, we're breaking down exactly what changed: Luna's price cut, Terra's cut, and the new fast mode on Sol. And we're getting into the real story behind the discount: why OpenAI says its own flagship model rewrote its serving infrastructure to help pay for it, and why the math on that doesn't quite add up. Let's get into it. You know, usually when you get an 80% discount on something, you just assume it's, well, clearance rack material, like the bruised fruit or an outdated model.
Right, yeah. I mean, we generally expect cost to correlate perfectly with quality. Cheap usually means fragile.
But in the AI space right now, that logic is totally inverted. OpenAI just slashed the price of its GPT 5.6 family by 80%.
Yeah, it's a massive shift, honestly.
Today, we're taking a focused morning deep dive into a stack of tech analyses. We really want to see how this rewrites the rules for your daily workflows as a solo creator because, okay, let's unpack this. Luna is down 80% to just 20 cents per million input tokens.
Which is, frankly, incredibly cheap.
Yeah, and Terra dropped 20%.
Uh-huh.
And then Sola got this new fast mode, giving 2.5 times the speed for double the cost. But honestly, a cheaper token price feels like a trap to me.
Really? How so?
Well, isn't it like buying a cheap power tool that breaks on the first use? A lower token price doesn't necessarily mean it gets the job done, right?
What's fascinating here is that you've hit on the exact metric you need to care about, which is cost per task.
Cost per task, right. Not per token.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I mean, the raw token price doesn't matter at all if the model is inefficient.
Because it just hallucinates, and you need like a dozen prompts to finish one job.
Right, and then your cost would skyrocket. But based on the artificial intelligence index data we looked at, Luna is actually coming in at about 6 cents per successfully completed task.
Wait, just 6 cents? That's it?
Yeah, and compare that to Claude Opus 5, which sits around 40 cents a task. Or even the heavily hyped Chinese open source model GLM 5.2 at 26 cents.
Oh, wow. So Luna absolutely dominates them.
It does. It isn't a fragile tool at all.
Mm-hmm.
It's a highly capable, dirt-cheap workhorse for running your AI agents.
But to achieve that 6-cent cost per task, they had to basically fundamentally restructure how the model operates in the backend, right?
Yeah.
And they used their smartest model, Sol, to do it.
Huh.
Are we basically watching the AI fix its own engine while driving down the highway?
Well, it's actually more like a city's traffic grid using AI to instantly retime all the stoplights to clear a jam. So basically monitored user prompts and dynamically rewrote the traffic routing logic.
Just instantly finding the path of least resistance for the data.
Right. And that instantly shaved 20% off their server costs.
That is wild. But why slash prices now? Like, why not just pocket those efficiency gains as profit?
Well, if we connect this to the bigger picture, they are under massive external pressure right now.
From Anthropic and those open source models, right?
Exactly. Enterprise customers are shifting, and open source is getting dangerously cheap. Plus, there's, this wild volatility in big tech AI spending.
Yeah, investors are getting extremely nervous with these market swings.
To the point where prominent AI hedge funds like Leopold Aschenbrenner's were actually forced to liquidate their public stock portfolios in a block transaction just to survive margin calls.
So the whole market is shaky, and OpenAI is using this aggressive price cut as a strategic weapon to just commoditize the market.
Precisely. They're trying to choke out the competition by forcing them to bleed cash just to keep up.
So what does this all mean for you, the listener? Let's talk daily operations. If I'm a small business owner, how do I actually use this right now?
You need to immediately update your API routing. That is the concrete zero hype strategy here.
So pushing the heavy invisible background tasks straight to Luna.
Yeah, things like batch content generation or document processing. You just set up a fallback script, so Luna attempts every task first.
And if it fails, a validation check, like say the formatting is wrong.
Only then does the system route the prompt to the heavier, more expensive model.
That makes perfect sense. You're barely ever paying for the premium model. But what about Sol's new fast mode? Where does that fit in?
You reserve fast mode for when high-speed iteration is critical for real-time user interaction.
Oh, because you're getting 2.5 times the speed.
Right, it lets you scale up interactive systems that previously would have been totally unaffordable for a small business.
So you basically have frontier-level intelligence at commodity prices. The barrier to entry for solo creators just plummeted.
It completely changes what you can build.
Yeah.
You can afford to experiment at a scale that honestly used to require venture capital.
But I keep coming back to that traffic grid analogy. If these AI models are already successfully designing loops to lower their own computing costs by 20%, how long will it be until the foundational cost of digital intelligence for your business effectively hits zero?
That is a fascinating thing to consider.
It's definitely something for you to mull over the next time you assume a big discount means clearance rack quality. The rules have completely changed. So the next time you're pricing out an automation, don't just compare tokens, compare cost per completed task, because that's the number that actually tells you what you're spending. If this helped you make sense of the price war, drop a like, leave a comment with which model you're switching to, and subscribe so you don't miss tomorrow's episode. See you next time.